A lot of times in the summer we catch these lumpfish that have a suction cup on the bottom side of them. If you stick them up to a flat surface, they can actually stick for quite a while and hang on. They say it's good luck to kiss them on the lips before you throw them back, so that's what we did. All these females, when they're pregnant, they're right full of eggs like this. We can't keep them, and they're marked by another fisherman. That one's already been caught, so you throw them back. That one's got a punch, throw her back. That's got a punch, throw her back. And then this is full of eggs. It doesn't have a punch right there. I'll punch it. This will notch, it doesn't hurt it at all. That means no one else can catch it. This is a big male oversized lobster. He's too big to keep. And the reason we don't keep him is to let him sustain the population for years and years to come. So what you have to do is put this in the bottom of the eye socket. It doesn't hurt the eye at all, they move it. And if the measure goes down over the back, which it does, that means it's too short. So we'll throw that one back. Same thing with this one, put it over the eye socket, and if it goes up on the shell, that means it's big enough we can keep. So that one will keep, and then you flip it over to see if it's too big and oversized. Same thing, put it in the eye socket, if it goes on there, that reaches the maximum it can be. So that right there is too big. So what if it's a breed with no eggs? When we catch lobsters that have eggs, we put notches in the tail to show in the future that she's a breeding female, because not every female breeds. Now that they don't have any eggs, we know that she's a breeder because of the notch, so we throw them back to keep breeding. This is definitely one of the biggest lobsters I've caught. The crusher claw alone was huge. So sometimes we'll get these lobsters that are covered in barnacles like this, and then happens when the lobster's staying on bottom and not moving a whole lot, giving the barnacles a place to attach and grow. And the nickname we call them is ground tenders. He had some serious battle scars to show for, like the top part of his claw was missing, which was pretty cool. These lobsters are way too big for us to keep, so we threw them back. If you ever see a big red jellyfish like this in the ocean, you want to stay clear of it. The long tentacles are not poisonous, but they hurt really bad. So do the eggs taste good? Well, in Maine, we can't keep any pregnant female lobsters with eggs. So even though people think it's caviar, it's illegal for us to take them. So basically, no. A couple weeks ago we caught Patrick, and today we got SpongeBob. Alright, it might not actually be SpongeBob, but this is what an actual sea sponge looks like. They look and feel like a real sponge. Pretty cool to catch. So probably the most common question I've gotten is how the eggs stay on the lobsters and how they don't fall off when I throw them in. When the lobsters get hauled up onto the boat off the ocean floor, all the eggs are attached under their tail just fine. These females have a very strong grip on their eggs. So soft shell lobster is a thing. It's right when the lobster molts out of their old shell into the new one. This is the lobster's new shell, and they are extremely soft. Here's his old body shell up to his new shell, and you can see how much he's grown just in one shed. So here's an oddball that probably not a lot of people have seen. It's called the sea cucumber, also nicknamed the pickle. They haven't been harvested for years, but they're pretty cool to catch.